What's up guys, I'm Nathan from Function Informed Car Care, and today I've just used the Weekend Warrior kit from EZ Car Care, and I'm going to talk you through on this video the best way of using it, some hints and tips, dilution ratios, all in full detail. Before starting, ensure your vehicle is moved into the shade and all panels are cool to touch. If you can't find shade and don't have a weather cover like in the video, then adjust your working time to the evening when temperatures are cooler. My recommendation is to not work in direct sunlight and don't let products dry to surfaces. So then, Sub-Zero is an alkaline snow foam and should be applied via a foam lance or foam pump sprayer. Here the dilution ratio is 4:1, or in real world terms 100ml of product to 400ml of water. This amount of solution is enough to completely cover one car. If the vehicle is really dirty and has loose contaminants on it, then use a pressure washer to pre-rinse it first so that the foam can do its work on the film layer of dirt underneath. Apply the foam in an even layer and allow to dwell for a few minutes whilst it gets to work. Top tip, remove the bottle from the lance after application and let the water from the jet wash rinse through it. It'll help prevent your lance clogging up in the long run. Thoroughly pressure rinse away and the paint's ready for a contact wash. Citrus Wash is the alternative pre-wash product that's included in the kit and can be used instead of Sub-Zero. It is best applied using a trigger or pump sprayer to produce an even film on the vehicle. It can be diluted down to 10:1 for maintenance cleans and can also be at higher concentrations like 4:1 to aid removal of stubborn organic fallout like pollen, bird lime and algae. Although at these concentrations it will begin to degrade existing wax protection. Just like Sub-Zero, after a few minutes dwell time, thoroughly pressure rinse off and we're on to the next step. Viper is a concentrated wheel cleaner that can be diluted to your requirements. I find it best used at 3:1 for maintenance cleans, increasing that to 1:1 and neat where heavy soiling is present. Apply Viper to the whole wheel and allow it to dwell like you would a pre-wash, then pressure rinse away. You will find that it removes the majority of contaminants without actually having to touch the surface with any cleaning tools. Cherry Bomb is a 250:1 dilutable shampoo. This is 40ml of product to 10 litres of water. Basically means approximately 4 capfuls of shampoo to half a regular 20-litre bucket. I recommend buzzing up the bucket with a pressure washer to agitate the solution and activate the suds. Using a wash mitt or pad and 2-bucket method and no pressure, work methodically from top down, passing over each area only once if possible. An additional tool that's good to use in small areas is a clean detailing brush. Fill your mitt with suds and use it as a fresh run of water and lubrication while you get into the nitty gritty. Pressure rinse and dry and we're ready to move on. Another way to use Viper is during the contact wash stage. Apply it to your wheel cleaning tools at your desired concentration and lightly agitate the surface to help remove bonded dirt that shampoo alone will not shift. Next up in the kit we've got raining iron. First things first, this product stinks. My advice is stay upwind from the spray and try not to get it on yourself. The smell stays with you for the day. Anyway, this is a non-dilutable product that needs to be applied to dry and cool bodywork and wheels. Apply a thin even layer and allow to dwell for 5 or 10 minutes. You can increase effectiveness in heavily built up areas on wheels, for example, by agitating with a detailing brush. Watch the surface bleed as the product works and then thoroughly rinse away any residues. Dry the vehicle again and we're on to the next product. Eliminator is a panel wipe product. These are ideal to use right before applying a protective wax layer. It is used to remove any last residual chemicals or oils left over from previous stages. Simply put a couple of bursts into a microfiber cloth or directly onto the surface. Work around and buff dry. Work methodically around the car, a panel at a time, to ensure the best coverage. Then we're on to the wax. Two swipes on an applicator when using this wax is enough to coat a wing or half a door. It's easy to apply in straight lines or in circles depending on your preference. I personally prefer straight lines as I find it easier to spread a thin, even layer, which is key to an enjoyable experience on removal and provides best results. Once applied, leave the wax to cure for around 10 to 15 minutes depending on the ambient temperature and humidity. A good way to check if the wax is cured is to swipe a finger through a small section. If it wipes away cleanly, it is cured. If it smears, leave it a few minutes longer and check again. Once cured, take a clean microfiber cloth, fold it into 4 and lightly buff the wax off. Rotate the towel regularly as it fills with product. This is an interior dressing with added cleaning capabilities, ideal for interior maintenance. My recommendation is 2 to 3 hits into a clean microfiber cloth to avoid unwanted overspray on any other surfaces, and then just wipe to apply. Flip the cloth and buff to level the finish or to create a more satin effect. Clarity is a super easy to use glass cleaner. Use a couple of blasts into a glass cloth or directly onto the glass. Work around with one cloth and remove with another. Don't forget to drop the windows to get into the gap. A good tip is to buff the interior in one direction and the outer in the other. That way if you have a smear, it's easier to spot whether it's on the inside or the outside. If I was to buy another 3 products from the range to complement this kit, it would be GTR for tar removal prior to raining iron, Gloss Boss for future top-ups at maintenance washes, and Slick to add some lustre to the rubber. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more videos and content of this nature, let us know in the comments or on the Facebook discussion group. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and see you next time.